If you're kind of owner-led and you haven't got a super mature leadership team, yeah, you sell something, you're the one taking the phone calls from the client when things aren't happening in a timely manner, and then that can't not impact you. It does impact you. Even if you think it doesn't, it does.
And if I think back through our business, I called that, it's the cycle where you would go out and sell, and then the project, service team would just start to get into overwhelm. You would then get those phone calls. You would go into a panic about, that backlog and, oh my God, what are we going to do? And I'm going to have to do it myself.
The problem is there's a delayed effect as well, because once you stop the process of having conversations and talking to customers and getting them on board with where the plans, and you just want to turn that off and turn it back on again, it's like another 2 or 3 month delay to get back into the game. So the systemic problem there is lack of communication and planning across the entire business. And it's not just the professional service, the projects team, right? They're tasked with doing the work. But why would we sell 4 months worth of work to be delivered in 2 months and then screw ourselves for the 3-4 months after that?
But the reality is, can't be done for a month or 2 months. So it's that communication between teams, up and down, across all of those things. And, what do you say? So, under promise and over deliver is way better than opposite.
So why do we as salespeople sell stuff to our clients and too much stuff at the same time that causes that backlog problem for ourselves? There's no logic to it whatsoever, but we do it consistently because we get sucked into this. Oh, I went out there and I closed all these deals and my numbers look great and my pipeline's great, and all the sales stuff at the front end need to be hungry to close. That's what a BDM is, yeah? And there's an arbitrary number of value in there for a laptop and a server. So when we first ran this report, it came out with $3.5 million. I think we closed about 2 million of that over the next 12 months, to be honest. The other part is actually everybody in your business needs to know what you sell or what solution you solve, because you'd be surprised a person on help desk doesn't realize that we do domain registration. So that's on you as the owner, the leader in your business, to make sure everybody in your own business knows what you do.
So one thing I think we did well was separating that sales engine from the capacity engine. So growth doesn't, and that stopped that cycle of sell stop.
We set up a dashboard that showed what my job was to fill a bucket. His job was to deliver 50K of project work a month. We've only got 3 more weeks of runway because they're all going to be delivered and signed off in 3 weeks. And I think, meted with a lot of different ways of scheduling. And I know at one point we basically set a rule that you're only allowed to schedule a 3-hour block in the morning and a 3-hour block in the afternoon for remote work, right? Sometimes we deliver 100 hours of project work over 2 days on a weekend because we'd have 4 or 5 guys go in and just smash it out. So we ended up going back to a more agile basis, which was out of all this work, what has to be done in the next 2 or 3 days, and only schedule 2 or 3 days out, because a lot of those projects were waiting on external vendors, and we literally had 3 panes of glass in the office with post-it notes that were the critical tasks that needed to get done this week. We need to have at least one resource not booked out for the week to handle the shit that goes sideways.